You've been staring at your screen for 3 hours, desperately trying to force a breakthrough, but your brain is completely blocked. Then, you finally give up, step into the shower, and boom! The perfect idea hits you out of nowhere. Sounds familiar, right? Well, a massive global study actually revealed that 72% of people get their best ideas in the shower, making them significantly more likely to find creative breakthroughs under the faucet than while sitting at their desks. But why does your brain decide to turn into a creative powerhouse only when you're washing your hair? It turns out this isn't random magic. It is a precise, beautiful neurobiological phenomenon. Today, we are breaking down the exact science of the shower effect. We'll look at how your brain's hidden networks toggle behind the scenes, how digital overload is actively hijacking your creativity, and how you can hack this biological shortcut to unlock your genius on command. Stick around until the very end, because once you understand how this works, you'll never look at your morning routine the same way again. To understand the shower breakthrough, we first have to talk about the most misunderstood chemical in your head, dopamine. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure, but neuroscientists have proven it's actually about anticipation, motivation, and exploration. Your brain's desire circuit is obsessed with scanning your environment for anything novel. In our modern world, every ping, text, and social media notification triggers a tiny dopamine rush, baiting your brain to constantly seek out more information. But this constant grazing on digital noise completely overloads what psychologists call your attentional space, the mental scratch pad your brain uses to temporarily store and process information. When your attentional space is constantly filled to the brim with digital clutter, you feel completely overwhelmed, and your creativity hits a massive wall. But then you step into the shower. It is one of the last remaining places on Earth completely free of screens, notifications, and distractions. By cutting off the sensory noise, you force your brain to transition into a lower state of external stimulation. This drops the walls of your focus and allows your thoughts to finally turn inward. This internal shift triggers a fascinating biological toggle switch. Your brain operates on two primary competing networks. The first is the task-positive network, which supports hyperfocus and is activated when you are intensely concentrated on an external task, like trying to solve a hard math problem or grinding at your desk. The second is the default mode network, or the imagination network, which supports scatterfocus, your brain's natural mode for mind-wandering, daydreaming, and connecting distant ideas. Here is the catch. On a neurological level, these two networks are completely anti-correlated. When your hyperfocus network is highly active, your creative default network is completely suppressed. When you are staring at your laptop screen, straining to find a solution, you are keeping the creative network locked down. But when you do something low effort and habitual, like taking a shower, the game changes. Habits require almost zero conscious attention because they run automatically on autopilot. This frees up your attentional space, allowing the hyperfocus network to quiet down and the default mode network to light up. Spanning widely across your brain, this imagination network begins sorting through memories, reflecting on the past, simulating future scenarios, and weaving together deep connections you never would have seen while staring at your desk. This process is the secret behind the famous Eureka moments throughout history. Thousands of years ago, the mathematician Archimedes struggled to calculate the volume of an irregular shape, but the solution hit him only when he relaxed in a bathtub, leading him to run through the streets in sheer excitement. This happened because of a psychological breakthrough called unblocking fixation. Harvard psychologist Shelley Carson explains that when you are stuck on a problem, you often get hyper-focused on an ineffective solution. A brief, pleasant distraction, like the hot water of a shower coming down, provides the exact break your brain needs to disengage from that mental rut. This change of venue acts as a creative incubation period. Legendary creators, from director Woody Allen to inventor Nikola Tesla, have famously used showers or leisurely strolls as deliberate tools to get their creative juices flowing. Because you aren't actively trying to force a result, your subconscious mind can quietly play with information, connect the dots, and let unexpected insights bubble right up to your conscious awareness. The grand takeaway is simple. You cannot force creativity, but you can create the space for it to thrive. If you want to supercharge your problem solving, you have to stop overloading your mind with constant digital stimulation. Protect your downtime. Take a walk in nature without your phone. Let your mind wander. And yes, take that extra long shower. Now, we want to hear from you. What is the absolute wildest or most brilliant idea that has ever hit you in the shower? Drop your story in the comments below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into the neurobiology of high performance. Until next time, stay curious and keep creating.